Well, we meet again. So be it. I bet you can guess what I'm going to do. This one is a 9-hop Kent Pale Ale, brewed by Westerham Brewery in Westerham, Kent. I'm not familiar with them. You see the little oast houses on the hillside there. A huge charge of hoppy, citrus, lemony aromas balanced by a malty, smooth finish. Anything else to be gleaned? It says that it's got water in it, malted barley, hops, carbon dioxide and yeast. They don't normally mention the carbon dioxide. About this beer, this Kent Pale Ale has 9 different types of Kent bred and grown hops. And they are Target, Goldings, Pilgrim, Sovereign, Progress, First Gold, WGV, which is a whitbread Golding variety, I think, Bramling Cross, and Finchcock's Spirit of Kent. I've never even heard of that. I've never even heard of Finchcock. A perfect match. I tell you, it'll go with fish and chips. This beer will go with fish and chips. I've hardly met a beer that wouldn't. It's not a wine. Really don't need them to suggest what type of food you might want to complement it with. It's just silly. Or doing like the Belgians do, in a wine glass with a silly little doily coaster on the bottom. It's not a wine. Really doesn't need to be matched with any food. You know what this beer would go well with? Curry. I can tell you that for a fact. Right, let's get this thing out. Oh, Marks and Spencer's again. Did I mention that? And I didn't mention the percentage. 4% by volume. I like the British caps. They've got a bit of a British thing going on here. Rock on, Tommy. Let's get this thing poured. I have a tendency in these reviews to do quite a lot of talking. I certainly do more talking than drinking, and if I'm being perfectly honest here, I didn't really want to do a review. I wanted a beer. But this is what I had, and so I'm compelled, forced to have to do a review. So I mean, consider yourself lucky. I mean, if you're still there, that is. Or if there's anybody there. If there's anybody there, I consider myself lucky. If there's anybody there at all, it's me that's the lucky one. I'm not going to beg. A lovely, clear, deep golden coloured ale. It says it's a pale ale. It's about right. Let's have an aroma test. Smells like beer. I'm not getting an especially fruity thing off that, and I suppose if they're English hops. So let's see what it tastes like. Well, I can tell you already, that's a cracking beer. That's a cracking beer. Oh, it's got a delightful sort of honey, almost honey-like quality. Well, incredibly quaffable, and yet quite complex. It's nice the amount of hopping, so it's well balanced. It's on the, I'd say it's on the hop forward side of malty. Yeah, not especially malty. Malty enough. It's beer. It's a nice pale ale. I'm having another go. So it's quite thin, which is fine really for a pale. Not too thin. There's a bit of mouthfeel. I mean, way more than a lager. And it's only, what was it, 4%? You said it a minute ago, I can't remember. 4% by volume. Yeah. So more carbonated than a bitter, I would say. Colour's right. Really quite refreshing. It's cracking beer. If I were to twin this with something, I'd say it'd be something like Wainwright or something in that ilk. I prefer this to Wainwright. There's a beer they do at Lidl. I used to call it number 2. But here's the Golden Goose. And I think they've dropped the goose. And they call it Golden Ale. I had one the other day. And certainly it was really nice, and I'm going to get another one. And I'm going to review it. Definitely. Quite impressed with some of the Hatherwood beers. And this was considerably more expensive. I mean, considerably. Some of them were £6 a litre. Well, you're not going to buy many litres of that now, are you? Not if you can get stuff from Lidl that's equally good. This is really nice. It's a really nice beer. It's really quite complex with 9 hops. Sometimes that's overdoing it because it's a bit confused. It's hard to tell what hop's doing what. But I mean, overall, it's delicately balanced. It is hoppy. So there's a huge charge of hoppy, citrus, lemony aromas, balanced by a malty, smooth finish. Well, yeah, malty, smooth. There's a bitterness. There's a distinct bitterness. There is a hoppiness. It's adding to the bitterness. It's really nice. It's a really nice pale ale. It's a cracking beer. I wish it was a bit cheaper. Maybe if you could get them from Westerham direct, pardon me, or find another. Oh, it's gassy. It is gassy. This is gassy like a lager. Definitely way more gassy than a bitter. Possibly more gassy than a pale ale. If you could get this stuff on draft, and it were naturally carbonated, I don't think it would be quite as carbonated as this. I think if it was out of a cask, it'd be more like a bitter. Have the carbonation more akin to a bitter, I believe. Especially brewed for Master Spencer. So you can't get this in a cask. But I bet Westerham do a remarkably similar beer. Would it be like an 8 hop, 10 hop pale ale? They'll do something in their range remarkably similar to this, and I bet it's cracking. And I bet you can get it on draft in Kent. Okay, well, stick or twist. Were I in Kent then, and drinking this on draft, I'd stick. I've got to say I'd stick. Stick or twist, stick. I'd stick on this. It's nice. This is a sticker. That concludes my first beer review of the morning. On to the next. Thank you for watching.